This is a phenomenon, as we just heard from your correspondent, and I guess from the bigger perspective, myself having been in China for 20 years, helping over 300 different Chinese brands go abroad over the last 5 or 6 years, this is something we're seeing across industries, actually. China is becoming a expert at brand marketing in general. And Pop Mart is one of the leading companies doing this. So what we're seeing across different industries is previously Chinese companies were, of course, as we saw in the last 20 or 30, 40 years, China as the manufacturer of the or the factory of the world. That's changing now to the brand creation center of the world in some ways. So we see Labubu as one of the phenomenons that are happening now behind the scenes. It seems like it happened overnight, but actually Pop Mart has been working overseas for many years to achieve the success that we have now. So in some ways, I think we're past we're past the peak Labubu in some ways, but I do think we're going to see more Chinese brands from Pop Mart. As we just heard, maybe there's going to be further marketing campaigns from Pop Mart, but I think we can expect to see similar phenomenons from other Chinese companies looking into the next few years.
So you say we're post-peak Labubu. We've all seen crazes come and go, haven't we? Is there a chance that this one could stay?
Personally, I would bet on a drop in sales after this last sales season that we saw, the massive growth in profit that Pop Mart reported. I would definitely put some bets on future hit products from Pop Mart itself, but Labubu itself, we'll see how they can work with cross-branding or further promotional campaigns like we saw with the spelling of letters with different Labubus. But I don't think we'll be talking about Labubu per se. I think the bigger story in this is the branding coming out of China, similar to what we saw with Japan in the 80s.
So this particular toy has been enormously successful, of course. There has been some criticism, though, that they haven't been especially creative, given that it's just the same as the bigger version. Is this company in trouble if they can't innovate?
I think they will be in trouble if there's not innovation from here. I personally said, a lot of people have asked me recently, because we specifically help Chinese companies go abroad, why is Labubu such a phenomenon? In some ways, it's becoming famous. It became famous because it was well known, and now it's becoming more famous because it's already famous. So it's a snowball in some ways. But how to move forward from here is the next question. So I think that's where many phenomenons stall out. So what's the next step? We'll have to see in the future where Pop Mart brings us.
Do you think it is successfully managing to translate this global popularity it's now found into a bigger, longer-lasting fan base?
I think they're doing, so with the marketing campaigns, I think they're doing a great job on that side with incorporating different campaigns, as we just saw from your correspondent. But I think what is lacking in some ways is there's not a story behind Labubu per se yet. So people are asking, so where did Labubu come from? Why is it called Labubu? I think these questions are interesting. Maybe the marketing campaign in the future could be the story behind Labubu, and I guess the stories that can develop or branch off from future campaigns.